crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is definitely much more of a serious one for me. I just felt like it was really important for me to make it, not only to get things off my chest, but just to be able to connect with you guys on a more deep level. As you guys obviously know, there was a very devastating situation that happened in Manchester at Ariana Grande's concert, and it was absolutely devastating and tragic, and I can't even begin to imagine how everybody at that concert must feel, and of course the families who were affected. It's honestly so sad and it's scary. It just makes me afraid in general, because, you know, life is very unpredictable. We just need to be very grateful for being alive and well and healthy and everything. And so I wanted to make this video today to connect with you guys, and I want you guys to feel safe enough to connect with me in the comments and to reach out to me if you guys need. In times like these, it's absolutely important to be there for one another and to lift each other's spirits. I mean, the internet is such a powerful tool, and if it's used in the right ways, it can do so much good for people. And that's actually one of the main reasons I created a YouTube channel to begin with. It's to be able to kind of give you guys that positivity and to give me some positivity, because in times like these I definitely need it, and I know some of you guys might need it as well, and I really want to have that medium for you guys. I hope you guys feel comfortable enough to talk about this with me in the comments and to just, you know, just be there for one another. I mean, Ariana Grande did such an incredible thing going back to Manchester and bringing everybody together through music, and it really inspired me to do that on my channel and bring people together through the art of makeup. That's really what I want to do. It's really not just about looking good. On the contrary, I think it can bring so much more than that, and I really want to do that on my channel. And I really hope that this video helps you guys out in more than one way. Please feel free to leave me any thoughts down below and let me know what types of videos in general you guys want to see, because I really want to be able to cater to what you guys want and to connect in a lot of different ways. And yeah, that's it for today. I really hope you guys enjoy this. I love you guys so much, and let's get into the look. So to prep my face, I love the dewy look, so recently I've been turning to the NYX Illuminating Primer, and I'm just blending that in using my fingertips like I would any moisturizer. Next, for foundation, I've been recently going to my two favorite foundations and kind of mixing them together. First, I'm doing the YSL Touche Eclat in the shade BD60, and then mixing that in with my Loreal LUMI foundation in W5, which is slightly lighter, and together they gave me a really beautiful shade. They both have a luminous glow to the skin when applied on the face, and I absolutely love that. Now for concealer, I'm going over the foundation with a brighter, more full coverage one, and that is my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Medium Honey. It's really going to help give me that brightening effect that I really love, and also help give my face a more flawless finish because of the formula. I always start by spreading the product in a little bit with my fingers first, and then going in with my mini beauty blender to really make sure everything seeps in well into the skin and that it's well blended. Since Ariana's features are very defined and sharp, I really want to accentuate these features on my face as well. So now I'm going in with a cream contour, and this has been my go-to for years. It's the Maybelline FIT ME foundation stick in the shade 355, and it'll also work as a perfect base for the powder contour that I will be putting over top. Now once we are finished applying all our creams and liquids to the face, I will be setting my face with my RCMA No Color Powder, which is currently my favorite one to date. It really helps make my makeup last all day, and it accentuates that brightening effect that I love. And for glam makeup looks, I tend to like to bake, so what I'm doing is just using a flat top sponge and letting the powder set there for a few minutes while I continue with the rest of my makeup. To add even more depth to my face, I'm going over the cream contour with my favorite powder contour palette, and this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I've been using this for a while. Every glam night out that I go to this palette. It's awesome. I tend to turn to the middle and darker shades, and it really works perfectly with my skin tone, and it gives me that defined sculpted look that I'm going for. After dusting off the excess powder on my face, I am continuing to contour the more delicate parts of my face, and I'm going in with a smaller pointed brush, which is really going to help me be more precise. And yeah, basically I like to go in with anything that's pointed when I do my contour so that I can really help sculpt my features. And then I am just blending in that contour using a more slanted brush that is fluffier and going in circular motions to ensure it is well blended in. Now I'm going in with my MAC Breath of Plum powder blush to give a beautiful flush of color to my cheek area. What I love about this blush is, first of all, the color. It's so stunning, it suits so many complexions, but also the formula, it can really be kind of layered up or down depending on how drastic you want it. But I found for her makeup look, it was nothing too crazy, so I just put a dab on it on my cheeks. To give me a nice healthy glow, I'm putting some Champaign Pop Highlight all over my cheekbones and on all the areas of my face that I really want to bring forward. Ariana seemed to have a pretty matte glow going on, so I didn't want to go too crazy with the highlight, despite my normal habits, but I still think it looks awesome and it gives a more natural effect to the overall makeup look. Now that I am done with my face, I'm finally ready for my eyes, and I'm starting out by using my BH Cosmetics Neutrals palette, and I'm going in with a matte medium dark brown shade on the crease area, really to add depth to the eye, and it's really also going to help complement the other brown warm tones that I will be putting on my eyes next. I am then blending that in with a fluffier blending brush, and I'm going in circular motions while using a light hand to ensure I don't wipe away the product. Now I am grabbing my Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the color Game Face, which is a gorgeous copper glitter shade, and I'm packing that on with my denser eyeshadow brush on both the inner and outer parts of my lid while leaving the middle bare because I will be adding a lighter color after. It also helps to wet your brush to really accentuate the color payoff of these shadows, which I really made sure to do to make sure my eyes really pop. I'm also going to drag that down to my lower lash line as well, which is really going to give my eyes a more open appearance while balancing the overall eye look. Now I'm grabbing my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going in with the color Vermeer, which is a beautiful bright golden sheen. It is stunning and it is extra pigmented. That's what I love about that palette. So I basically just sprayed my brush and packed on that color right in the center of my lid, which is really going to make my eyes pop and add a beautiful amount of dimension to the eye. And of course, once I'm done with that, I'm just blending that all in with a fluffier brush, and I'm also going to bring that down to my lower lash line, kind of from the middle point to the inner corners, which is really going to open up the eye as well. To set the copper cream shadow that I had put on and to also really accentuate it, because that's the center point of her eye, it's really coppery and you really want to make that color stand out, I'm going in with another copper color, and this is from the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm just kind of reapplying that in the inner and outer parts of the lid to really make everything stand out, and then I'm just blending that in all together. And now for Ariana Grande's signature cat eye wing, I am using a new pencil that I just bought. It's called the Precision Liner from Mise en Cils, and I actually have fake lashes, so I tried this out because this is the brand that I use for my lashes, and I was told it was a good liner, but I really love it. I have a lot of control when I do the liner. Usually I make like a little error here and there, but I actually got it like really well the first time trying it, which is really exciting. It's a felt tip and it's kind of like a harder one, so I just felt like it was a pencil, so it was kind of easier to use and I loved it. Now to balance the look out and add a bit of darkness back to my lower lashes, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I decided to change up my mascara in this video. I always use my Maybelline Rocket Mascara. It's awesome, but this one's also very good and I really like that it defines my lash as well. And now moving on to lips, I definitely need to add some color in there. In Ariana's photo that I saw, she was wearing a very berry type of color. So I'm going in with my Prestige lip liner in the color Plum, and I'm applying that just on the outer parts of my lips, and I'm overlining a little bit. And then I'm going in with my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the color Androgyny. Ariana also had a slight sheen to her lips, so I decided to add a gloss as well. And I grabbed my Colourpop Lychee Me gloss. It is so pretty. It's almost clear, but it has a tiny tint of like a warm kind of nude-ish color, so it kind of just dimmed down the color a tiny bit. But even a clear gloss would give a really similar effect, and it really makes the lip look fuller and really beautiful. So that my eyebrows don't look fully bare, I am going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel in the color Espresso. And now we are finally done with the makeup look, and this is how it turned out. I really love it. It looks really pretty. This is something I would definitely wear. I've never really worn a lip color like this. I'm always just wearing nude colors, but it's so pretty, and it really accentuates the lips, which really looks nice. Now for hair, Ariana usually has her signature voluminous long ponytail, but at the concert I did notice that she had an added touch with the braids and the rings going along the top and the sides of the ponytail, which I thought was such a super original idea, and I really can't wait to show you guys how I did it. So I'm just starting off by brushing my hair back and making sure there's no tangles, because it will make that process that much easier as you go along each step. And your best friend during this whole hair process is going to be mini rubber elastics, so definitely grab some of those if you have some. Okay, so the first thing you need is to section off your hair into 3 mini sections where each braid is going to go. So Ariana had 1 braid along the middle of her hair and 2 along the sides. So I'm basically just taking a small section in each of those parts and tying an elastic to keep them in place. I will then throw the rest of my hair into a high ponytail, which will be the basis of our actual ponytail. So make sure it is as neat as you can make it. So take your time by slicking it back with a brush and secure it with a thicker rubber band that's really going to hold your hair into place and also hold the extensions that we will be adding in later. So now we can finally start braiding. Ariana actually had French braids in her hair, meaning that it was attached to her head, but I know a lot of people have not either learned how to do this or have not mastered it yet, including myself. I'm really not perfect at it, so I decided to do something basic that everybody can achieve. So we will be doing a basic 3-strand braid today, but the effect, the overall result will look quite similar. So I'm going to start braiding the top section of my hair that I had already sectioned off. So I'm just taking off the elastic that I had put, and then I'm just going to section my hair into 3 parts as I would a normal braid. To make this process much easier, I decided to actually put elastics on each of these parts as well, so that when I actually braid, they don't knot up, and it just makes the process a lot easier for me. As I go along the braid, you can take out the elastics so that the elastics don't stay in the braid. Make sure also when you first start the braid that you're pulling the braid upwards. That's super important so that the braid can actually lie flat on your head when it's done. And once the braid is long enough that it could be attached to the ponytail, just secure everything with a rubber band. Now for the sides, you basically do the exact same process. You just section off the hair into 3 parts like a normal braid, and you just kind of pull the braid upwards as you're braiding at first to make sure it can just lie flat afterwards. For this section, I actually didn't feel the need to put the rubber bands on each part because I found that my hair didn't knot up as much, but you definitely can if you think it'll be easier. And once the braid is long enough, you just secure that into place, and then yeah, you do the exact same process on the other side. Okay, so now that we are done with the braids, we want to attach that to the ponytail to make it seem like it's lying flat on the head. So basically just lie that on the hair, and then you're just going to take an elastic and just tie it and attach it with the other ponytail. So basically it's very simple. You're just putting it along the ponytail and just tying everything in place so that it does not move. I'm actually going to grab another rubber elastic and just secure it about an inch or two above the initial elastic on the base of the head. And that's really going to allow my ponytail to be very lifted and look voluminous when we add the extensions in. I'm now grabbing my Bellami super long extension wrap ponytail. I'm just brushing that out a little bit to make it look a little bit more polished. So I'm just kind of attaching that on the base of my hair. I attached a clip to it, like I had sewn one myself, just to make sure it stays extra secured. But if you guys own these extensions, you don't need to add the clip in there. You can just take those prongs and just kind of stick that down where the elastic is. And once you're done wrapping, you just kind of take that excess hair that's there and you just wrap it along the elastic and all that to make it look super polished. And to make sure that does not move, you just take a few bobby pins and pin that into place. Now for the really exciting part, we will be adding the rings into the braids. So basically you guys need to have some jump rings. I had these lying around. You can get them at any craft store, even online on Amazon or eBay or something like that. But basically my pack came with several sizes. To really mimic the image that she had, I'm going to just use the large jump rings. I'm just going to open them up and basically just insert them in my braid, so maybe about 1 centimeter width apart, and just do that along each braid that I have. So that is it for the hair and makeup look inspired by Ariana Grande. I really love how this turned out. She looked absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited to have made this video and to be able to share with you guys not only how she did her hair and makeup, but really talk to you guys on a more personal level. I'm really excited to connect with you guys and love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, so please don't be shy. I love you guys so much, you have no idea. Thank you guys for supporting me once again, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!